Okay, so good evening, Sheila, ma'am, and let me know that how are you doing today and how was your day so far?
Uh, as usual, like any other Saturday, hectic, but I enjoy it. So great, awesome, no complaints.
Okay, so like, are you working professional or like what usually you do? Are you a homemaker or
I take Hindi classes. I teach Hindi, written and spoken Hindi both. So I conduct classes from home.
okay? And you also create YouTube videos, I guess. Like I had seen you somewhere,
No,
maybe.
no, 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 no. I only talk to YouTubers. I don't have a channel of my own.
Okay, okay, yeah, that is why I mean, I got this conception. Maybe I had seen you somewhere. Okay, all right.
Yeah, possible. Possible, possible.
Okay, okay, okay. You mentioned that you teach Hindi and English both written and spoken, right?
Yeah, mostly it is Hindi through English because the language that I use them to teach is English, because that's what they understand here better. I belong to Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, where Hindi is not spoken much. So people are interested in learning conversational Hindi, at least for managing when they are going out of Tamil Nadu, just to manage. Maybe in case of like when students go out to study, or working professionals when they go out of out of South, especially Tamil Nadu, to work. So they need to at least know manageable Hindi, so that they don't feel like they feel belonging. There is this belonging sense. Otherwise, what happens is, generally when you are working, people in the office, you tend to speak in English, but otherwise it's generally always like your native language that comes first. So Hindi is spoken widely all over India. So when there's no people from south, they go to north, they feel a kind of like communication gap is there because of the language. So
Right.
they want to know at least some manageable Hindi.
So that's where you started teaching and educating people
Yeah,
regarding. Okay, earlier
yeah.
I was thinking that in any kind of school or college you used to teach this thing.
No, 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 no. I was in an entirely different profession. I was in market research. So I was in market research for quite some years. Then it was becoming very hectic because it was a traveling job. So in 2010, I left market research and fully I got into this. I wanted to do something on my own, sitting at home, earn some money, as well as do something productive.
Okay.
So yeah, this was, even today, this is the demand. So I thought, why not?
Oh my God, great. So like how did you ended up doing teaching? Because there are a lot more profession are coming in our mind. And you mentioned that you come from research background, right? You were doing research
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
there, and that.
yeah, yeah,
So how did you
yeah.
come up with this idea? Let's teach and educate
That's
people.
because, oh yeah, that's because my language skills again. I thought whatever I have, the
Okay.
skills that I have. So if I put that as my investment and start a business, then that will fetch me good returns. So, that was the only aim, nothing else. And it worked. So from there, no looking back. That's it.
Okay. So like you are a professional trainer, I could say that. And okay. And still like let me know that how a trainer, even you do have a great student, I would say that because you are doing it for last 2010 to 2025. It's been 15
Yeah, yeah,
years, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So you must be very professional at this. So how do you upgrade yourself? Like in that 15 years, how did you learn those things? And professionally, you gonna if you teach somebody, what exactly you teach in them?
Uh, See, professionally, in the sense, the language teaching is the same, be it English or be it Hindi, any language. I knew Hindi very well. I had studied Hindi in school because I was raised in the north. I did my schooling from Maharashtra and my graduation and post graduation from Madhya Pradesh. So I knew Hindi, but I did not know the grammar part that well. So while teaching, I trained myself also in grammar, because when you teach, you learn all the more.
Right.
So, so yeah. So it took me just 1 or 2 years to just know the basic once again, and you know uh, talk out a format which is user friendly, so that they find it easy, and by trial and error method, because there is always a scope for improvement, isn't it? So, and as far as how I keep myself updated goes, by talking to people like you all, and by reading something, or like I'm interested in reading and listening. I listen to a lot of interviews, podcasts. So that's how I keep myself updated.
Oh my God, great. It's still like you are having that much of experience in a particular language, but nice to hear that you are still upgrading yourself towards that. So how does those things work for you? Like, do you have any particular routine that this time I'll have to allocate to upgrade myself rather than just training people and no?
No. As far as my experience goes, if you allot a particular time and if it doesn't work out, it only upsets your routine.
Correct.
So you can have a like a rough time, but as and when you get time, so I keep listening to something, or reading something, so that while working I listen, because you just need to put on your earphones. You don't have to use your hands, so you can even keep doing your work as well as listening. So that happens. And reading, of course, I need to sit and read calmly, because I love reading the same content at least 2 to 3 times,
Right.
be it any article in the newspaper. That really 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 that attracts me a lot, because I love reading. I like read it out once quickly, then the second time, and then the third time.
Oh my God.
So first time is to just to get, like quickly, what is it? I like you
The
just
skimming
go
method.
through in a glance. Yeah, bilkul in a glance. Then you read it slowly and try to take it in. And the third time, I see that what are the beautiful words that are there, which I can take it into myself and use it somewhere else when I'm talking to somebody, or whatever, or something that really caught my attention, some phrase or some word, then I note it down, or I tell it out to myself 2 to 3 times, so that it goes inside my mind. So that's how.
So,
Yeah.
so as you mentioned your love towards reading, so do you follow any book or any kind of genre you love reading books or anything random you get it
Earlier I
and
used to. Yeah, earlier I used to. I started off like any other, kid, like starting off with Enid Blyton, and then Chase, James Hartley Chase, and then all those typical. Uh, but now it's come to a level that now I don't get the time to do continuous reading. So I don't go in for a novel, because I have a very bad habit of like if I take a book, I need to finish it. Otherwise, I won't feel like putting it down. So I don't get that time nowadays. So I go in for short anything, any short story. Why I read it now? Because I have an audience with me, because children come to my house, children of all age group, not only children, students, and college goers, and people who are appearing for exams. So these gives me a lot of, all these reading, they give me a lot of material to discuss with my students. So apart from teaching them, that also is that makes the class interactive and very interesting. So that is the purpose.
okay. So like if I just ask you what you get from reading apart from knowledge, in terms of speaking, my question is that how reading plays a huge role. What do you feel like?
According to me, I get to know words from reading, and how those words are, woven into sentences. Maybe, in a very beautiful manner, which I haven't used it. Then I just copy it like this and I make it mine and I start using it.
I mean,
That I
sentence
love.
structure
That's the
is a
part
very
that I
important.
love. Bilkul. Yes, yes. Sometimes, it is written so beautifully, such a simple thing, but it is written so beautifully that
Hmm.
I feel that, oh, this could be said even this way. I didn't know this earlier. Also, that is a learning. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Even I do have also the
Yeah.
same experience. Like I'm also very much into reading books. As far as like the kind of books I love reading is coming from self-help book or books related to
Okay.
technology a bit or financial education, like mostly regarding the current technology or current era is being going through with or
Mm.
something related to my self-interest. Like if I'm really interested into upgrading myself in particular domain, so I go with that book. And I'm
Mm.
also like earlier, I feel that I'm also not a good reader because I used to use read the books from academics, and because I was not interested, I was finding that okay, I'm not a reading guy, leave it. But once I got to know about the potential of reading and the kind of importance it is having in terms of speaking, oh my God, I was amazed.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I do
Yeah.
have the same realization. The sentence is structured, even the good word
Yes.
and the fragile things I
Yes.
get from the book is really.
Yes.
And apart from
Yes.
that, the knowledge, I feel author is giving their knowledge of 60 years, 30 years, whatever years he had been experienced
Yes.
putting in a word. So
Yes.
definitely that is the main part. Okay. And the same thing I can,
Yeah. And the way of, correct. You're right. Continue, please. Continue.
yeah, that's all. I just have that much of to continue, I mean, contribute in this reading part. However, I do have a lot of questions once you told that you are into that profession. I'm very enthusiastic to learn from you because I'm also a student who are trying to learn and figuring it out of life in terms of communication. However, why I had started this journey and started creating content. It is coming from because I had completed all my education till my 12th in Hindi, right? So once I came into the college, I struggled into speaking English. That's where I started. And so this thrive had been started from just to speak English. I just wanted to be better so that I can communicate with somebody.
Okay.
But now I had given
Okay.
two and a
Okay.
half years. I mean, I could not say I did hard work, but because I was enjoying that process, getting day by day better. So I thought, okay, let's do something. What next? What next? What next? In that, I got to know, okay, look, Anshu, you'll have to be focused onto your message. I mean, you'll have to be a great communicator now. You are a good speaker, I know that, but how to make connection with the people, how your body language engage, how your gesture and posture work.
Between your video got stuck. Was there a connectivity issue?
Yeah, I feel that. I also feel that I do not have to see your video, but this time I feel everything is better.
Yeah. In between, there was you just,
There was
your
a
video
glitch.
got frozen. Yeah, it was frozen. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know from you, ma'am, that okay, language-wise, if somebody is being settled, now he or she is looking up to be a great communicator. So what do you feel that take this language of English, and if somebody wanted to be great communicator in that, so what are those major concern of the area where they have to focus on?
Main is speaking. English speaking is one part of communication,
Correct.
though that is not the all, because you need to have fluency, and then you need to have verbals, non-verbals, your hand gestures, your eye contact. All that matters if you are wanting to address in a greater platform, isn't it? And clarity. We need to be, we need to have clarity of thought. You have a content, you have a very good content, but if you're not putting it in the right form, then it will not be understood the way you want it to be understood,
Right.
and it will reflect on you what kind of a person you are. The content is very great. It's like presentation, now how you present the thing, isn't it?
Yep.
The dish is the same, but it's the way you present it, how you platter it, and how you present it to the final outcome.
Hmm.
So fluency is must. The language is the base of it. The core is language.
Yeah.
But apart from language, there are other things like your voice modulation. All that also contributes. Yeah. And keep listening and keep observing. I don't know, because each of us are made differently. So we learn differently. Maybe somebody learns better by listening. Somebody learns better by reading, depending on each one's grasping skills. But and of course, definitely speaking. Speaking, yes, that
Because
is
ultimately
required.
we wanted to be better at speaking, so we have to speak. Correct.
So all these are inputs. That is the output that you know. So and keep speaking and keep. Maybe we'll make a lot of mistakes, but keep correcting ourselves, listening to our own voice, and then keep correcting ourselves. That is more important.
Okay, got it. Got it. Great. I mean, ma'am, let us know that. I mean, if somebody come to you, right? So, do you have some analysis of that person that, okay, from where he is standing as of now? Because if you wanted to train him in a particular labor, firstly, you'll have to check where he is standing as of now, right? What the particular thing, or especially what exactly on which area he'll have to be more work on. So, how do you figure it out? And what are those suggestions you get in your training program, or if you teach somebody, how do you analysis that person and
Yeah,
give?
I give them 2 to 3 days. I require at least 2 to 3 days if the person is new, to see what his or her level is and what is their expectation. So I tell them after 3 days, I can tell you that what are the plus, what are the minus, and what is the reality. Suppose you have a time frame, then I can tell you, "Ki boss, don't have a time frame, because if you are slow or you need more time, then the time frame that you have, maybe it may be an ideal time frame, but not a practical one,
True.
isn't it? Or then if you need that time frame is your goal, then you need to double up your effort, double or even triple or even quadruple your effort. That is how I take it. And I give importance to pronunciation, especially when it comes to Hindi, because Hindi is not the language that is spoken here. So the alphabets are different. My native language is Tamil. The Tamil alphabets are different. So
Mhm.
even the sounds are different. The way we pronounce it is different. So pronouncing Hindi words is a little bit tough for them, because they are not used to pronouncing those letters. So their jaw muscles and then their tongues, it is not used to that pronunciation. So first 1 week to 10 days, I spend only in pronunciation because your pronunciation is very important. That's what I feel. Even if you know only little bit, but that little bit you should know pakka taru. Then only then you'll be able to make the other person. And I'm saying something, and you're not able to understand what I'm saying. Then what is the purpose of communicating?
Good. Hmm.
I hope I have answered or made some sense. I don't know.
Yeah,
This
of
is
course,
how
I
I.
get my answer. I get my answer. However, I do have again bunch of questions in me because I really
No problem.
look up to you
No
as a
problem.
teacher.
No
And
problem.
once you said, oh my God, lots of things I'll have to learn from you. Okay. So next thing, I do have out of curiosity, I just wanted to know because somebody is not being aware with the language. He just came to you and asked that, ma'am, I just wanted to learn something new. So what is the first thing you teach them? Because till then he is being unaware of this. Suppose I just come to you and ask, I'm not being aware with English as of now. Just suppose I'm not being even aware that what is English, what is the basic grammar, nothing and all. Bare hand, I just came to you and asked that, man, please teach me this language. So how you gonna do proceed with me? What is the step you gonna take? Because this time I'm not being aware with this fundamental thing of this language.
Yeah. See, Dan English, I can give you reference of the language that I'm teaching currently, that is Hindi. Okay. Like in Hindi, I always tell them, I start off with A, I, E, Ka, Kha, Ga, Ga. Whether you know it or don't know it, because it's always better to start off from 1, 2, 3, 4, from the basics. And then the matras slowly, one letter word, two letter words, three letter words, four letter words. No, pronunciation first, A, I, E, Ka, Kha, Ga, Ga. And then the two-letter words, three-letter words, four-letter words. And then the basic grammar. Basic grammar is must, according to me. Because basic grammar teaches you how to frame sentence.
Hmm.
You should not mug it up. If you mug it up, what happens is you may remember in one instance, but in somewhere else when you are going to speak, you may forget,
Correct.
isn't it? So it will not help you because you don't know how to frame a sentence. It's like reading like you are a science student, you are a math student. So you know that only if you know the formula, you can apply that. You'll know that this sum, which formula I have to apply. So likewise, you're going to apply that formula. So this grammar is like a formula for them. I need to teach them the formula. Boss, if this is the sum, then this is the formula that you need to apply. Isn't it? So I start off with basic sentence formation. Like I'll tell you, my name is Ram, for example. Hindi doesn't go as for English, Hindi goes as for the Indian language. So I tell them if you want to imagine it in your native language, but initially,
Hmm.
so that the sentence formation is done that way. Because English is my name is Ram. In Hindi, you cannot say Mera naam. That is okay. What is your name? How will you say what is your name? Kya tumhara naam hai? It's not said like that.
Correct.
Tumhara naam kya hai? Isn't it?
Right.
So that is a basic thing that I teach them. Then I teach them imperative sentences. You know, assertive, imperative, the sentence types, uh, positive, negative. Then after that, present tense, simple present, present continuous. So mostly if you teach them the present tense, then 70 to 75, 70% of talking they can manage.
Hmm.
Manage, huh? I don't claim that they can give speeches. No, manageable.
Correct.
And then last, I teach them the past tense because that is tough for them in Hindi. Maybe in English, nowadays what they do, I don't know because though I haven't like taught English like that from grammar part, but I teach them Hindi via English grammar because only if you know English grammar, you can know Hindi grammar. Because I'll give you reference from noun. What is noun? What is verb? What is adjective? Isn't it? Then after that, they should know how to frame a sentence. When something starts with may, it should end with who. These are the basic things, isn't it? I am, you are, he is, she is, isn't it?
Correct.
Simple formation. So uh, I put a tabular column so that
Hmm.
it is easy to understand.
Hmm.
That again comes from my market research background because there we are used to analyzing data and put them in the tabular columns. So it is easy to understand for them. So that's how I teach them.
My God, then great methodology you use. I mean, that should work efficiently.
Yes,
So how
yes,
did you get this?
yes.
Like, I guess that trial and error, you had been doing this thing for so long. That is what? That is your own
Yes.
methodology. You know that this works in
Yes.
that case and how you'll have to proceed, correct?
Correct. Correct.
All right, great.
The content I have not created because it is already there. But how to, that's what I said. Now you have a content, but how to present it in a
Hmm.
flowy manner, na? That is up to us.
Correct. Right, right.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, as of now, like, what are the major portion you are focusing on? You know, I can see like the level is fluency you are having is really remarkable. Nobody can a question onto that. So, at the personal level, where you are targeting, what are those goals regarding the language or communicational level you are heading towards?
I believe in, like you have heard satsang in Hindi, na? Satsang.
Satsang, yeah, of
For
course.
me, satsang is, yeah, for me, satsang is being in good people's company, meaning people who are, knowledgeable, scholars, and being in their company and just listening to them speak. That itself will give you so much of knowledge. That is satsang for me. In the knowledge field, I'm saying, not in the religious field, in the knowledge field.
Right.
When there are 2 to 3 good people speaking, then if, be there, or nowadays online you can get, isn't it? You don't need to be there, physically. I watch, I listen to them speak, and I just absorb it in.
Hmm.
For me, it works wonders because I feel nothing like it. I'm able to get the goodness of all those people.
Okay, so like your current focus is to just being hanging around with good people, having great knowledge in this
Very good.
class.
That is online, huh? Because
Ah,
yeah.
of course.
And if I see somewhere, even offline, if I see somewhere that like somebody who's really a learned person, a knowledgeable person, somehow I will, try to meet him or her and try to have an interaction with her so that I know that it's going to be beneficial to me. So I am selfish that way. I don't mind gate crashing also.
This way it's better to be selfish because we gonna to learn a lot, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
till, I mean, since your childhood, you were having that personality to learn something and to be in that group where you can learn, or with the experience you got from life, okay, I just learn more. So how does this thing evolve to
It
you?
was, I think the basic seed was there. The basic seed was there. I think it got polished later on with experience because by nature I am ambitious. By nature I am curious. I am exploring type. So I love, not that I will never sit down and say that this I don't know. I should at least know the basic thing because when somebody comes to speak to you, you should be able to talk to them in any topic, at least basic
Correct.
level. Not required that I need to have a PhD in that topic, but so that my aim is I can walk into any group, hold my head high and talk to them at least in the basic level. That is my aim and motto. So even basic, and then I will never say that I will go as a student into that group.
Mm.
Like there are, I just heard some 3 to 4 financial investment. I was just listening to the interview, and there I learned so much basic things, but so much. So it's not that like now what am I going to do? That is a different thing. What if somebody comes to me and somebody talks to me? I should be able to at least help them out or talk to them in that subject. This is my aim. Yeah, yeah,
To be broaden your knowledge so that you can talk and be in training
yes,
kind of. Okay.
yes,
Actually, I
yes.
find
This is
mostly
also you can say increasing your self worth because I've been taught right from childhood that increase your self worth so that like you are called into any group. You don't need to get well, like people will call you, come, please come. It should not be like I want to come, I want to come. Your what do you call it? Your you should have matter within you that should speak for you.
hmm,
So
great, fabulous. I'm getting, I mean, as much as I'm talking to you, I'm getting so many things to learn from you. I'm blessed. Thank you. Thank you. Even though in between, if you have any of question for me, please.
yeah, yeah. I wanted to like, how did you choose your? I was going through your interview with Niyati, your conversation with Niyati.
Yeah.
So that's what fascinated me. That how did you choose your, subject of whatever you wanted to learn?
In
This
terms of
data
my
science.
academia, ma'am, you are
Did it?
asking.
You are doing data science, right?
Correct, correct. Data science and
Ah.
artificial intelligence.
That's
Yes.
what got me. That's what got me hooked onto your conversation.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, like, you really wanted to know that what excited me to come into this field of data science and AI,
Ah,
right?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
So, I mean, what happens that, ma'am, I just completed my 12th, as I told you, in 2021. After that, I was not being aware with what the options I was having that time. So, my parents told me that, hey, this is engineering because you are good at PCM. Go and try this. I just appeared into the national level JEE exam, and somehow I scored good marks because I was really good student till my 12th. So I managed to get good marks and I landed to a government college for my engineering. That's how my journey began into this computer science field. But coming
Okay.
specifically to this artificial intelligence and data science, which is a bit different to the general computer science thing, because in computer science that is more broad and it is based on computer softwares and all. But in
Yeah.
data science and artificial intelligence, basically means here we are making computer that much capable so that they can work like human, as we are doing, as we are talking real time, all those things. So even I was not decided. This is, I'm still a student pursuing my engineering. I'm being in my final year. So I explored each and every domain thoroughly. Even some domain was not considering from computer science background. I was also quite explorative like you. I mean, very
Yeah.
interested, got with in so many fields, interested and gone out to explore in every field till my third year. Till then, I did not decide where I have to go. But in final year, I thought, oh my God, Anshu, now we have to explore more. It is time to decide and take one step. And then I got to know, okay, I had explored that domain of AI and I got interested into that. In between, ma'am, if you are aware that chat gpt, there are a lot many chat bots are available where we can just go
Ah,
and write
ah,
something, they will give a very good answer. We feel, oh my God,
ah,
we're talking
ah.
to a professional, and in what manner we are asking, they're going to give the answer in that manner, right? So I was amazed at how this thing is working. And because I was coming from computer science background, I thought, let's give a shot of this. And that's how I got evolved into this. And fortunately, a company came into my college few months back. I applied there. I, completed all those assessment. There was technical analysis test. Before that,
Yeah.
aptitude test were there, and group discussion where I was doing good because of my communicational practice. That's how I landed to an internship, and I shifted to Noida for my internship. Yeah, so that was the whole descriptive journey. I hope I make it clear.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, nice. I wanted to ask you, like you said, you are from, till 12th, you are from a Hindi medium, isn't it? Then how did you find it in when you went to college? Suddenly everything in English, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, of
So then
course.
how did you cope up with that?
Okay, how did I overcome that, or how did I
Yeah,
approach that?
yeah. How did you cope up with, like a transformation, a complete transformation?
Oh my, oh my God. This is one of the, I mean, very hurtful question what I really answer in every of the conversation. I often ask, once I say that I come from that background, people often ask me this question. So
Ah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. No,
ask,
you don't need to answer me, like in detail. Tell me
Mhm.
that where did you like, which was the most difficult part for you?
Okay, why I need this transition,
Ha, ha,
right?
ha.
Okay, okay. So, I mean,
Yeah.
very first is something got happened very crucial to me. I mean, people got excited talking about their first day of college, that I went to new college, I met good people. But for me, it was really very scaring once I think about my first day. What happens in the, that in the first day of anything in the school or college, you will have to introduce yourself, right? So everything start with introduction. Even though in my college, it is not mandatory to introduce yourself in English, but because everybody around me was giving their introduction in English, I thought that better to try in English, even though I had never did it before. But I think because I was knowing grammar, even my in any state board, grammar is being there, so I was very aware of the English grammar. But as far as the spoken is being concerned, I was not good because of practice, right? So I tried. I even remember I just stood up, took my chance. I was pondering. I was sweating even, but I just took my chance and I was blank that time. So that was the first
Okay.
incident. While I remind that, okay, Anshu, okay, you're gonna to do engineering, but before that, you need to know that how to present yourself. So that's where this drive came, and that was the turning point for me. I started learning this language thoroughly. Yeah,
Yeah. But I think you stood up now, that matters. When you stood up, that matters, that you had that intention of standing up. It's not easy.
right,
It's not easy at all. Yeah, yeah. So that shows the intent.
correct.
Yeah.
Choice is always being there, man.
Because yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you, that how was your transformation? And like now, of course, you have crossed that. But even now, you say, when you look back, It's like scary, like how I crossed that. Yeah. Yeah, because data science is something that fascinates me really. So how has it helped you evolve as a person, data science? How has it helped you evolve as a person? You feel that, after this, what are the pluses that you have learned because of this?
So as a person, I feel that the kind of knowledge I was earlier, I was knowing everything superficial level, right? I was knowing that what is AI. I was knowing that what other things of technology is being. But I feel the confidence comes once you know something thoroughly. That is where the people gonna to respect you. That is what people gonna to come to you, right? Because I feel that
Correct.
today's people need more professional people who know their field far, far better than us. Because if we just know the general understanding, you just come to any search engine or chat GPT, you're gonna to ask, they will answer you. But once it comes to thoroughly understanding, or you wanted to learn something at the depth level, you're gonna to go to a master like you. If somebody wanted to know
Correct.
that how to speak this language, so definitely they'll have to search for a master, right? So that's the way I thought. Okay, I know everything superficial, but if I'll have to be focused on a particular domain, that's where I'm going to get into add to the job purpose, or somebody wanted to take help from me. So what would be that one field? I find, okay, I'm very enthusiastic to this. That is my passion. And people also want this. So everything get collide, and in intersection, I find this. Yeah.
Great, great. Which is the company that you are working for now? If you can reveal the name.
Yeah, ma'am. It's a training organization that is called Q Spider and J Spider. Its parents' company name is Test Chandra. It is MNC company, and it is located as span India, like more than 55 centers across the India is being available. Yeah. So it is kind of providing the training to the students who really wanted to make their career into any software thing, not only to data science, development, or any kind of software industry you wanted to enter. This is the software training company. We can take the courses, and yeah.
Even developers are in demand today, isn't it? Software developers.
Yeah, yeah, of
That
course.
is also one of the,
Mhm.
yeah, course
That
that
was
is in demand.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. In that company where I'm getting trained, that is one of the famous course called Java Full Stack Development. So for developer, there is
Ah,
always being a good demand, because everything we see around, we are taking the meeting on Zoom that is being developed by software developer. Even websites that is being developed by software developer. So definitely, like developer is being everywhere.
because I don't come from a science background. So this is only my acquired knowledge. I haven't studied it. Of course, in school, till 10th, I would have studied, but not after that. So I come from a, arts background. So all this is self-taught and self-learned due to
Fine.
my own interest. Though my son is from, your background, computer background.
Okay.
He works for no, he works for Amazon Web Services.
Okay.
So, but whenever he comes home, I get to interact with him. Whatever questions I have, I'll ask him. But so that's how when I saw data science, when you told data science, I got hooked onto it. So
Oh,
I wanted to ask him.
thank God
Yeah.
I just mentioned that thing. Otherwise, I maybe not have the chance to connect with you.
That is the reason why I had to know, like, I'm very resourceful. Huh? I can search people like this, and so I
Right.
searched you. I saw your channel, and then I saw how to contact you. You had only given a mail ID, so
Yeah.
I thought that let me try. So what? Let me try. Even if it takes time, it's okay. Let me try. But you were like very prompt. So thank you for that.
Oh. Ma'am, I should also
Even
appreciate
if
you
you were
the
not,
way.
I would not have left you. I would have tried three, four times. I would have definitely tried.
Oh,
Because I believe, if you want something, now you should be behind. No, it's like, what do you call it? तुम्हें
manifestation.
पैसे के पास नहीं रहता, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. Manifestation, yes. Yeah, manifestation, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Mm. So I can see
Nice.
like,
And like you are, when talking to y'all, I get this generation ka vibe, na. So I am in touch with this then. That's why. Yeah. So I get to know what is happening, what is because you all are the best examples of these. So you have a different point of view, which is like really fresh.
thank you, ma'am. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Nice, nice. It was really nice talking to you. So
Same with me,
nice.
ma'am. Even I just saw the timing. Oh my God, I was being aware. I mean, amazed that it's already gonna to be 40 minutes, and Zoom gonna to stop us here. just stop now. But
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I never
And
realized.
thank you for accommodating my timing also, because it was me who told you that 9:30 because of my classes. And thank you that you obliged timing. Thank you so much.
Thank
It
you,
was
ma'am.
nice talking to you.
I'm
And
also really
some
feel
other time
blessed.
we will definitely connect. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, of course, I'm looking forward to learn so many things from you. And in last, please,
I'm sure.
as a teacher, tell me some feedback so that where I can improve more. You have analyzed my English or communication. You wanted to suggest me something on which I should work. So please tell me because it is my fortune to have you there.
I didn't look at it from that point of view. I was not, judging you or valuing you because we just had a free flowing conversation. But whatever struck me, you are good, you are very good. Maybe a little bit of grammar here and there,
Mhm.
which maybe, like you might be knowing it, but in the flow it comes out because it happens with most of us. So that is only a matter of time and with matter of practice. That's it. Otherwise, you're good, very good.
Oh my God. Now I'm certified with the trainer also. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
It's not like that. It's not like that.
But it really, I
Nice.
feel blessed and thank you for approaching me. Otherwise, I really missed this conversation. I'm really looking forward to have
Same
many
here. It
things.
is mutual. It is mutual. So it is mutual. Yeah. Bye. And all the very best. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Bye. Good
Yeah.
night.